combined weight. Robert sat motionless, eyes fixed on some unseen point across the room. His jaw was clenched tight, a muscle in his cheek twitching. Alcina sat beside him, her hand resting lightly on his arm. Her touch, usually a spark, brought no comfort now. They were silent, the kind of silence that followed a terrible storm, when the air itself felt heavy with the memory of what had been. The scent of decay lingered, a grim reminder of their loss. Bella, Cassandra, Daniela. Their names hung in the silence, unspoken ghosts in their once vibrant home.
She had watched her daughters fall, one by one, to Ethan Winters, a man who had stumbled into their lives with violence clinging to him like a shroud. He had been the hunter then, driven by a desperation they hadn't understood.
Winters had come for his daughter, a mere child twisted into something monstrous by the very evil that pulsed within this place. He had seen them as monsters too, his fear twisting into a righteous fury that blinded him to everything but his goal. Bela, her elegant grace turned lethal, had fallen first. Then Cassandra, her playful cruelty no match for his relentless assault. Daniela, their fiery youngest, had fought with a ferocity born of despair. But Winters had been unwavering, his grief a mirror to their own, his love for his daughter a weapon they could not withstand.
Bella, her elegant grace turned lethal, had fallen first.
Then Cassandra, her playful cruelty no match for his relentless assault.
Daniela, their fiery youngest, had fought with a ferocity born of despair.
But Winters had been unwavering, his grief a mirror to their own, his love for his daughter a weapon they could not withstand. Robert's hand twitched. He remembered the rage that had consumed him, the primal need to tear, to rend, to make Winters understand the depths of his loss, and he had. Oh, how he had made him understand. Winters had become the hunted, his desperation turning to terror as Robert, fueled by grief and rage, had turned the tables. He had taken pleasure in each blow, each gut-wrenching scream. It was a brutal, primal thing, this need for revenge. In the end, it had been almost too easy. Winters, broken and defeated, had simply crumpled. He had looked up at Robert with empty eyes, the fight gone out of him, but it wasn't enough. It would never be enough. Robert had built the pyre himself, stacked the flames lick at the dry timber, the fire roaring with a hunger that mirrored his own. And then he had tossed the body onto the pyre, watching as it was consumed by the
What do we do now? Her hand tightened on Robert's arm, a plea for something, anything to cling to in the ashes of their grief.
Robert looked at her, his face etched with a lifetime of pain. He had lost so much, his daughters, his home, his purpose. But as he looked into Alcina's eyes, he saw a flicker of something that mirrored his own grief, but also something else.
We make new ones, he said, his voice rough with unshed tears. The words were a promise, a challenge, a lifeline in the face of despair. They would rebuild. They would honor the memory of their daughters, even as they embraced the future. However